Ludwig van Beethoven is a famous German composer, born in Bonn December 17, 1770. He is a crucial figure in the transition between the classical and the Romantic eras, in Western art music, along with other well-known musicians such as Gluck, Haydn, and Mozart. His father Johann van Beethoven was a musician, a brutal and an alcoholic man, had noticed early on the boy's penchant for playing. He set his sights on creating a prodigy and beat music into Ludwig, forcing him to practice day and night to reach the level of genius. Neighbors of Beethoven remembered the small boy standing on a bench to reach the keyboard, crying, his father looming over him. In his first visit to Vienna, Beethoven performed for Mozart. This one was generally unimpressed with other musicians. Only after listening to one of Beethoven's improvisations walked out of the room, stunned, promising the world that this young man will be great one day. Long before his artistic maturity, Beethoven was well known in Vienna not for his composition but for his skills in creating improvisations and playing them on piano. However, Beethoven hadn't the best life a child could have, not only having left school at age 11, to help with household income, he was also a sick kid to his dying day. He would suffer from a variety of infections and diseases, such as chronic hepatitis, rheumatism, and some skin disorders that gave him slightly darker tone, in the light of which they called him the Spanish. Only discoloration was in fact, a melanodermia from his cirrhosis, which he developed since he was 30, and will be the cause of his death. He started slowly losing his hearing since 1796, until he was totally deaf in 1820. So, the musician would focus his efforts on composing alone. Even after he lost his most precious sense, Beethoven would create some of the most moving works of all time. Beethoven hadn't much luck with women also, especially his marriage planning failure, with the one whom he wrote for Elise, Therese Malfatti, and that deeply affected him. But didn't load the women inspiration for his music, such as Giulietta Guicciardi, his inspiration for the Moonlight Sonata, and Therese von Brunswick, the one whom he dedicated his Sonate for Piano 24. Troubled and deeply hurt by his tragic life, he thought many times of committing suicide. Only he managed to overcome the weakness and did, in October 6, 1802, expressed his misery and disappointments about the world and simultaneously, his love for music in a letter called, the Heiligenstadt Testament, which he had never sent, and had been never found until earlier after his death, in Vienna March 26, 1827. Thousands joined the procession at his burial. His monument said, simply, Beethoven.